welcome to the Huddle in Los Angeles. I'm Crystal Rich, and he is Matt Demecki. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. All right, so we have a very hard topic today. We are picking the best NFL player of all time. Now, this is very, very hard for me because there are so many greats. I'm going to let you kick it off.
I think this is a debate that's really, really tough, and honestly, this is going to be so painful for me to say.
What is it?
But you know which way I'm going. I think
say it. What is it? He's in pain. Don't say a Cowboy fan. Don't even try to say that.
I gotta say Tom Brady. Look, I know I've been on record saying that the dude's a system quarterback, but the thing is, what he's done within that system, I mean, it can't match anybody else that's ever played this game, especially a quarterback, you know. I mean, the dude won 5 Super Bowls last year with the comeback between 28-3.
That was insane.
I mean, that was unreal. I mean, Belichick has a lot to do with that, obviously, but I mean, what he did or what he is doing still at 40 years old within this system, I think it's unmatched. I mean, Tom Brady's the GOAT.
This is really hard for me because as a quarterback, I would agree that Tom Brady is the best to ever do it at quarterback. Maybe before that, maybe a Johnny Unitas, maybe. However, I don't think the greatest quarterback necessarily equates to the best player in the game because while they have to be a game manager and they're managing everything on the field, they're not necessarily the most athletic, and we know that. Like, look at Brady. He's a great mind.
Yeah.
We know that, but athletically, probably not the best. But then, like, you look at people like Bo Jackson, who Google him, young kids, if you don't know him.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Bo Jackson, he retired way before his prime. So, you know, I don't even really want to give it to him because he wasn't long enough. Who I'm going to give it to is a skilled player who had a very long tenure and broke so many records. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. Jerry Rice. Of course.
You think so?
100%. 100%. To this day, he has the most receptions in the NFL at 1,549 over a 20-year career. 20 years. People don't last 3 years in the NFL, let alone 20.
Do you think that Jerry Rice is the greatest wide receiver ever, or do you think he's the greatest wide receiver ever who's played with probably some of the greatest quarterbacks ever? I mean, the dude played with Montana. The dude played with Steve Young. I mean, I'm throwing out Jeff Garcia. He's a great quarterback, but he got to play with him as well. And even when he went to Oakland, he played with Rich Gannon.
That's true, but he bounced.
Blessed with great quarterbacks.
He bounced around, and he still made it work in every single place that he's been to. Not a lot of receivers can do that. We look at modern-day receivers. One of our favorites, probably Deshaun Jackson. He doesn't have the numbers that he used to have with McNabb or Vic. So when people bounce around, that usually doesn't make them great, and he surpassed that.
But you think McNabb and Vic are on the same level of?
Oh no, they're completely different. But that's my point. Like quarterbacks they have the completely different styles, and he still has the most receptions. Back in the late '80s, he had a 22 touchdown streak in just 12 games. Who the heck can do that? How is that even physically possible?
I know it's ridiculous, but look, let's go back to Tom Brady real quick. I mean, year in and year out, this dude is taking average Joes to AFC Championship games, getting to the Super Bowl, right there within the Super Bowl. I mean, Super Bowl MVP in 04 was Deion Branch. Deion Branch today is on Twitter. That's all. I don't even know what he's doing right now.
This is why it's hard to argue because I do think that Brady is the best quarterback to do it ever. But I don't think he's the best NFL player. He's the best game manager. He's the best make something out of nothing happen. But because he's not the most athletic, because he doesn't have a 20-year career,
athleticism is a knock on him. But that's probably the only knock on him.
I can't give it to him. And plus, I mean, you have a great point. I mean, whoever's on his team, he's going to make something happen. And if he doesn't, he starts braiding, which is something else that's very funny.
I'm just saying the only knock that's on Tom Brady is obviously people are going to bring up Belichick and people are going to bring him cheating with Spygate and all that Deflategate and all that stuff.
The Eagles, so how the heck could I ever say Tom Brady?
And then athleticism too, which you pointed out. But look, what you do within the system is what determines you to be a great quarterback. And Tom Brady has done that throughout his whole career. And he's 40 years old.
And what about
probably going to win another Super Bowl.
What about the footballs with Deflategate? Does that count for anything?
Look, if you go back to that game, they didn't even need that football deflated to win. They were killing the Colts.
See, and this is why it's so hard for me because, like I said, Tom Brady is great. But do you think if you had a matchup of athleticism that Brady in his 40s could beat Jerry in his 40s.
No way. And like I said, that's the only knock on him. That's the only knock on Tom Brady. I don't see any other flaws within Tom Brady's game.
All right, that's who I have. Jerry Rice. He's a fanboy over here. He has Tom Brady. Let us know.
Painfully.
It's painful, but it is what it is. Let us know if you are Team K Rich or Team Matt Demecki in the comments. Thank you so much for watching The Huddle. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.